Hi everyone, Namaste. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. So today we'll create this progress bar feature in React.js, completely in React.js. So basically, when I refresh this page, you can see the animation. I mean, the progress bar is getting filled according to the number, right? So HTML, CSS, the skills has 96%, so it is filling at 96. And you would notice one more feature, it is black. The number is as if now black. See, once it crosses the 50%, the number turns to white, so that we can visualize clearly, right? So it might look simple, but this has a lot of edge cases. The edge cases has been handled. Okay, so you can also visit this website to see how it looks. http://progress bar skills.netlify.app. Okay, so let's start coding. So this is an empty project that I have created using npm create react app, right? So just I have said hello Vikasi over here. So if I run this and go to the browser, you can see hello Vikasi is printing over here, right? And I'll keep this deployed website for a reference purpose. I'll just keep it aside so that we can look into this and design it, right? So this is a local and this is a deployed one, right? Okay, so yeah. And now, initially I will design the HTML and CSS part. Later on, we'll go for the logic part, right? So, what I'll do here is, in app.js, I'll just paste this skill array, right, for this skills. So you can just copy this, write this code in a text editor, right? So I'll close this and come here down. Uh, so now, what I'll do here is I'll just create an h3 for that heading, like progress progress bar, right? And I'll give class to it as uh, heading, right? So after this, I'll create a component and I'll map this entire skill array it right to it. So I'll tell you, don't worry. I'll just map through this skill array and I'll create one more component which renders this complete progress bar, right? So skills dot map, and that I'll get each skill, and I'll get index from it also. So I'll create a component called progress bar. I'll pass this skill skill to it, right? I'll also pass this index. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser, obviously you'll see this error because we don't have this progress bar component over here. So I'll create that here. I'll create a folder called components. In that I'll create a file. I'll create this component progress bar.js. Okay, and here I'll create this component progress bar, and I'll just export it. Export default progress bar. Okay, I'll just say here I'll return something here, and I'll say this is progress bar file, something like that. Okay, I'll say this. I'll say this file as well. I'll go to the browser. You can see, yeah. Okay, we have to import this progress bar in this file as well. So I'll import progress bar from component slash progress bar. I'll save this and go to the browser. This is progress bar. This is rendering four times because since we have four object in this skill array. Okay, so I'll close this sidebar. I'll close this app.js. We are done with that, and I'll create a HTML here, right? Here I'll say I'll take a main tag. In that main tag I'll give class name to it as main wrapper. Okay, in that I'll create a one more div, and I'll say in that I'll give the first of all I'm passing the skills and index to this progress bar component, right? So I have to accept it here as well. So I'll tap skill and index. I have to accept those things here. So what I'll do is in this h3, this is basically the title. I mean, what say the name of the skill, right? I'm talking about this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, Node.js, right? So we are rendering there here. We are receiving each skill here. So say the skill, right? So next, I'll create uh, this main content, right? This progress bar. Okay, I'll tell you why this error is. Just leave that as of now. So I'll take one more div called wrapper, right? And in that, I'll create a div for I'll create a span tag for progress progress bar percentage, right? Percentage. Uh, Next, I'll create a span tag, and that span tag this span tag has a class name of progress. I would say number. So I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this number, right? These numbers. So I'll just close this, and I'll take one more span tag over here, and I'll just as if now I'll say like 60%. Just consider is after that we'll add logic, right? Logic to it. Just I've taken 60. I'm assuming it as a 60%. Okay. Next we'll create one more span tag for this color. I'm talking about this color, this reddish color, right? I'm talking about that. So I'll say progress bar color. Okay. Meanwhile, more than a color, I will say background color, right? So I'll take one more span tag, and that I'll give class name to it as progress color. Okay. So I'll leave it as empty since I just want to add the background color to it. I don't want to add any elements to it. I just wanted to, add the background color to it. Okay. So I'll save this file as well. Let me see what error I'm getting over here. I'll refresh it. Let me check what kind of error I have in the console. Uh, it says each child should have okay key prop. Okay. So we are passing index over here. So we should add that key over here, right? So friends, I just forgot to add skill dot name over here since we have name key in each skills array. We have name key, right? So just forgot to add this name over here. So I save this and go to the browser. See, we have HTML 60%. This 60% is will be static since I've added just have reference purpose have added. Later on I will change this by logic, right? So HTML is getting rendered, so let's go for styling it. So let's write CSS code for this. Okay, so I'll go to CSS, and yeah, let's start. So initially I will take entire body, and I'll give global style to it. I'll say font family as sans serif, right? After that I'll say display of flex, and flex direction of column. I'll tell you why I'm writing this displays flex and these properties. Okay, just bear with me. Align items center. I'll give a height to it as 100 vh. Okay, so I'll say justify content of center. say background color, I'll say RGB 20, 140 and 176. You can give off your choice color, okay? Doesn't matter. So I'll say color as white. So I'll save this and go to the browser. See, so I'll explain this code. So I have written these properties: display flex direction column, align item center, this height, and this justify content, just to center the content, center the content of the website. So right, so you can see this is centered of the website both from horizontal and vertical, right? So for that purpose, I have written these code for background color and color. I've just given the background color to entire website. Okay. So next we'll style for this uh, style for this heading. Okay, I'll copy this class, I'll paste that over here. So I'll give text align to center, and I'll say font size of 28 pixel. Okay, so I'll say font weight of bold. I'll save this and go to the browser to check. Yeah, you can see this. And next I'll give styles to this main wrapper. I'm talking about this main wrapper. I'll copy this class and go to the style sheet. Use this class and I'll say display of flex, align items of center, and justify content of space. Sorry, not space around. It's a space between. Okay. I'll give a little bit of gap as well, like 14 pixel. I'll tell you why I have written this code. So this is a style for main wrapper, right? This main wrapper. In the main wrapper, we have two divs, two complete divs, right? The one div is rendering this skill name, and other div is rendering this. So one div is rendering this skill name, and other div is rendering this entire progress bar. So I want side by side, right? For that purpose, I have given display for flex for this, so that it lies side by side. Okay. So next I'll give styles for wrapper. This wrapper, the main wrapper. Okay. So I'll say wrapper, and give class to it as height of 20 pixel, width of 500 pixel. Okay. And I'll give background color to it as RGB, 236 to 33 to 33. Okay. uh, this is the color. And next is I'll give border radius, with border radius as well, like 15 pixel. And next I'll give position to it as relative, and I'll say padding as top and bottom 6 pixel, left and right as 0, right? I'll save this. Next I'll give style. Let's go to the browser and see, right? So as if now we don't have background color, so I'll add a background color to it as well. Okay. So next we'll style progress number, this, right? So this progress number. So we have to bring that number to the center, right? So as if now we are at start. So I'll go to the style sheet. I'll say uh, font font weight of bold. I'll say z index of 100, so that it appears on top of everything. So I'll give position as absolute. So that's why I've given the position related to its parent, so that I can give position absolute to its child and I can move it around anywhere. So I'll give left as 50%, so that I can get exactly at the center of this progress bar, 50%, right? And I'll say next transform to center it. We have to say position absolute, left 50%, and transform translate minus 50%. Okay, so next I'll give fonts little bit font. I'll give font size to it as well. Add in pixel. So I'll save this and go to the browser to see. See, now it is completely centered. Okay, but that's fine. So next I'll give styles to this progress color as well. Okay, I'll give styles to it. I'll say uh, color. I'll say background color to it as RGB. So 235. Just you can just copy this code, this color code, or else you can add of your choice. So I'll say height of 100%. Right? I say position to it as absolute, and I'll say top as 0, and I'll give a little bit of width as well of to it as 60%. Okay, 60 60%. I'll save this and go to the browser. See, as you can see, the background color has been added. But one thing you can notice, the border radius is applied to the right side, but not on the left side because of this width, right? With 60% of background color. So what we have to do is we have to go to its parent. So this is the progress color. So its parent is wrapper. So we have to go to this wrapper class, and we'll say we have to say overflow as uh, hidden. Okay, hidden. Save this and go to the browser to check. See, now it looks good. So I think we have moved to the end of the style sheet. I mean, to adding the CSS to it. Let's design a logic for this. Okay, let's code a logic. So initially I'll take one state here in progress bar component called percentage set percentage. Okay, I'll say use state, and to start with I'll say 0, because from 0 we are starting, right, to percentage, and we'll reach till 100. Okay, so I'll copy this percentage and I'll just add it here. So here now initially we have added 80%, right, 60%. So I'll add this percentage over here, and I'll give the percentage symbol as well. I'll save this and I'll just go to the browser. See, right now it's 0. So we have to increase this number for every 50 milliseconds, right? For 50 milliseconds or 100, depends on your choice, right? So for that, what I'll do is I'll just say use effect. So what does this use effect do is it runs when the component loads for the first time. Okay, so in use effect, basically what we want to do is we have to increase this percentage by 1 each time, right? Each every 50 milliseconds, we should increase this percentage by 1, and we should reach till 100. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is I'll just say, I'll just take interval ID, right? Set interval. Okay, so we have to set this percentage, right, and we have to increase it by 1. Okay, so I'll say set percentage, and I'll take just previous percentage, whatever the previous value is there. Okay, so I'll say previous percentage. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is I'll just increase it by 1. Okay, so previous percentage plus 1. So I'll increase it by 1 for every not here, I think it might be here, for every 50 milliseconds. Okay, and now I'll store that in a variable called new number. Okay, and now I'll save this. We have to clear this time interval as well. Okay, this interval ID. So what I'll do is I'll come down here and I'll say return So clear interval, and I'll just pass this value here. Okay, I'll save this. So next I'll say if new if new number is greater than or equal to skill this skill, right? We are getting each percentage from that skill, right? Skill dot percentage, then we'll just clear interval. Okay, we'll just clear that and we'll pass that interval id over here, and I'll explain you. No need to worry about this. I'll explain you all. So we'll just say return skill dot percentage, and outside of this I'll say return nev nev number, right? So what we are doing here is we are increasing this percentage by 1 for every 50 milliseconds. Okay, but we have to increase only till this percentage, right? We don't have to increase more than that. For example, this is 96, this is 86, we have to reach till that, right? I'll show you. I'll just refresh this. You can see, right? See, it is increasing only till 96, and this JavaScript is increasing only till 80. For that purpose, we just have to say whatever the number we are getting by increasing here, right? The previous percentage. So we have to increase if it is greater. If it is greater than, for example, just leave this. I'll let you know. For example, if javascript is, if we reach till 80, if it is now the number goes beyond that, what we'll do is we'll just return that skill percentage, whatever the percentage of the skill, right? This I'm talking about. We'll return that. And if it's not, we'll just return this new number. Okay, so I'll save this and I'll come down here. So next, if I refresh here, see, the background color of this progress bar should increase by as soon as this number start increasing, right? I'll show here. See, it is increasing. The background color is increasing by according to the number. So that what we have to do is we have to set the width of this according to the number. However, we have the number here in percentage variable, right? So we have to take that and we have to add it dynamically. Okay, style. Let's say we have to add width dynamically. Okay, so I'll give backticks. I'll say money symbol and I'll just add that percentage over here, and I'll just say this percentage symbol. Okay, so basically we are adding this percentage width, the percentage of this width dynamically according to the percentage which you have set here. Okay, I'll save this and go to the browser. uh, Refresh this. See, cool, it is now increasing according to the number. But actually, if you noticed, we have one more issue over here. When I refresh, see, we can't see the number. It is white as if now, right? So what we should do is when the percentage is below 49 or 50, we have to make it as black so that we can see. And when the percentage is more than 50, we should make it as white so that we can visually clearly. Okay. So let's fix that issue. Where is that number? That number is here, right? So here also we should add the class by dynamically we have to add the class. Okay, so I'll say style. This style I'll say color. In color I'll say if this percentage is greater than 49, this percentage is greater than 49% basically. So in that case, just show white color. Okay, that white color, or else just show black color. So save this and go to the browser. Why it is not defined? Yeah, we just have to wrap it in a quotes. I'll save this. Finally, I'll go to the browser to check. I'll refresh this. See, initially it's black. So once we reach 49, it turns it to white so that we can visualize properly. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Hope you like this video and you learned something from this. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please smash that like button. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Meet you in the next video.